Is your MSP hurting financially? You're either breaking even or worse, you're losing money. In this video, by the end of my 9 steps, you are going to have a proven way to go and make significantly more money in your MSP business. My name is Harrison Barron from growth-generators.com. We help MSPs grow, whether that's sales training, marketing, or even business operations. Now, this idea came from the MSP Heroes Discord. It's a free community, totally available there. You can go in there, hang out, mingle with other MSPs. But if you want to have a say in what gets made or what videos I should make, go hang out in there, growth-generators.com/Discord, and I will leave a link down below. So let's talk about how to actually go about the problem, right? The problem is you are hopefully not losing money, but chances are if you're watching this video, you might be, or you're preventing disaster down the road. Right? There's kind of 3 financial situations your business can be in. You are, I hate to say it, you could be losing money. That is the worst of them all. You could be breaking even, which is not as bad, but not great, or you are profitable, right? You have your bad, you have your middle, and then you have the best case scenario here. But truth be told, there are a ton of MSPs that fall into one of the 2 former categories, that losing money or I'm not making money stage. And at the end of this, in stage 9, you are going to have the best way to go change this whole problem, but you have to go through all of these steps first in order to get to step 9. So you're not going to want to skip around on this video. Now, step 1, I'm not even going to make you wait. You got to look at your finances. I have been prone to this, and I know some of you guys have been prone to this too. It's subscribing yourself into debt, and it stinks. We are way too accustomed to whipping out our credit card and paying other companies money for either services, for software, and while yes, I still sell a membership, I understand that it's an expense for you guys. But in the MSP world, right, when you're first starting up or you're established, you really have to look at how many subscriptions you really have that are benefiting the business. I do this in my own business. I have tons of subscriptions, probably more than I should myself. But every month I sit there and go through my credit card bills and say, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? And do an evaluation of, do I still need that software? And if I do, great, I keep it. But if I don't need it, I get rid of it. It is not doing any benefit for me. If I haven't used the software in the last 30 days, gone. Right? Now, if there is a software on there or a subscription on there that I think will benefit me down the road, yes, I still do keep it. Right? I'm not going to unsubscribe to resubscribe in 2 months. That's part of just doing business, in my opinion. But in all reality, that is something you're going to have to deal with. But trust me, I can almost guarantee you have way too many subscriptions that are causing you no financial gain. They're just bleeding money out of your pockets on a regular basis, and be serious with yourself. Trust me, there are plenty of you guys that are subscribing to Canva, that are subscribing to a bunch of just different software, and that's great. But if you're not using it, you're not getting the benefit out of it, right? Like buying Canva or buying ChatGPT, and you're not using ChatGPT, what's the point? Just cancel it. And then when you're ready down the road, buy it for the month and then cancel it for the month. It's okay to do that. It's not a unheard of process. In the MSP world, you realistically only need, in the beginning and for the most part, a handful of things to get yourself started. You're going to need an RMM tool. You're going to need a PSA tool. I love SuperOps. There is an affiliate link down below. I've been saying SuperOps for the longest time. They just wanted to say, hey, we want to hook you up, right? You're going to need a CRM. You have to have it. You got to be able to track the deals, right? I love Go High Level. My membership also comes with Go High Level. It's actually cheaper right now at the time of recording this to get it through my membership than it is to just go get Go High Level alone, right? That's the third part of it. You're going to be able to acquire customers and do the work. Now, the last 2, right, are going to be your insurance, right? I don't know how to that, right? Four fingers that. You're going to need insurance, especially if you're really kind of established and you're working on more serious customers. You have to pay insurance. There's really no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And the fifth and final software. Now, there could be 6 and 7 depending on who you talk to, but the fifth and final software that you're going to need is some kind of accounting software. That's really it. You need either Xero or QuickBooks. I don't care. I hate both of them. Accounting stinks, and that's why I have an accountant, right? But that is assessing your financials. Anything after that, right, you can probably find a PSA and an RMM tool that offers documentation like SuperOps. You can find, maybe like that 6 and 7 having a cybersecurity offering with your packages. But realistically, to get started, to provide the minimum level of service, you need those 5, in my opinion. Once again, 6 and 7, potentially depending on your business. Now, step number 2 is evaluate your pricing strategies. You have to have good pricing. I don't care what business you're in. If you're not charging enough, you're not going to make enough money. I have had conversations with some of you guys that are not making money and you're doing free service. You can't give away free service, especially if you're not making money. You have to charge. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Nobody's going to hate you for charging money. If you want to hook somebody up, charge them a fair or a generously discounted rate. But please, for the love of God, don't do free work. It doesn't benefit you. The customer realizes that they could just take advantage of you all the time. I learned this the hard way when I first started my business. Oh, I'll just help you out as a favor. And oh my God, my worst clients are the ones that I do favors for. My worst clients are the ones that I give discounts to, right? And I will never make that mistake again. I just recently made this mistake too. And oh my God, is it biting me in the butt. Never again, no discounts, no free work. That's just how it goes. You pay the rate, the price is the price, and that's it. But please, start evaluating your pricing strategies. If you're not sure how much to charge, go to growth-generators.com/resources. And in there's a pricing training. I literally spent 45 minutes teaching you how. It's free. It is literally free. Go in there. After about 20 minutes, you're going to get an email. In that email is going to be a free pricing sheet that you can use and punch in all your numbers to get an accurate amount of money that you could actually charge somebody to then be profitable. I know, it's crazy. So step 3 is, after you've done an analysis of what you're spending your money on, time to take out the scissors, or in this case, I have a razor blade next to me because I've been dealing with the wedding that you guys all know about now, and cut costs, right? If you're not using it, cut it. Simple as that. It doesn't matter if it's a subscription, 100% get rid of it. If it's an annual thing, make sure you put down a note in your phone or in your calendar to say, hey, time to cancel this, especially if you're not using it. And be careful. I have a Amex Platinum. These suckers, if you're not prepared for this, now I travel a lot, so I know for a fact I get my bang for the buck out of my Amex Platinum, but please don't spend money on stupid things. If I would never ever have that credit card if I wasn't in an airport at least once a month. Just a matter of fact. Don't go spend money where you don't need to go spend money. Cut useless spending. Depending on where you're at, you might have to cut some luxuries out. I know it stinks, but when you're first starting a business, or you're in the business and you're not growing the way you want to, you might not be able to drive the Mercedes. I drive a Honda Accord. It's nothing flashy. I'm a normal human, just like you guys. I'm also repping Terry Black, which has great barbecue, right? I'm not going out and buying hundreds of dollars of shirts to put on for you guys as an act, right? What you see is what you get. I'm an honest guy. I try to make the best videos on the internet for MSPs. It's the exact same thing. I don't live a crazy, lavish lifestyle that I'm trying to sell people. I'm just trying to sell you guys. I shouldn't even say sell. I'm literally giving you some of the best information for MSPs on the internet. Nobody is going to care if you show up in a Mercedes versus a Honda Accord versus a Lamborghini. Trust me, you're the tech person. They just want to know that when they wake up in the morning, the computers and the computer system and the network all work the way that they're supposed to. Please cut unnecessary spending. Live within your means. I know that we all want the nice shiny computer. Trust me, I want the nice shiny computer, but it doesn't make financial sense. The one I have now is perfectly fine for doing my work. So step number 4 is you got to look at your operational efficiencies and deficiencies, right? Where can you improve? Where can you not improve, right? Maybe you might think that there's an area that's so good. Having other people look in, running questions by the membership or by MSP Heroes is great. Jump in Heroes, the membership the membership program, and ask questions. It's the easiest way to get great information. Don't ask somebody who's not involved in the business what you should be doing better. They probably don't understand the MSP business. It's just a matter of fact. You have to get information from people that are in the industry to help you succeed. Build out your standard operating procedures, SOPs. I have a fire department flag right here. I live by SOPs. I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this in this order to have success. Just like you need them in your business. You have to be able to say, when I do this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and then success comes out on the other end. Make them simple. They don't need to be crazy, but everything in your business should have a SOP attached to them. We live and die by them, and it has given me the freedom to do what I want to do in life without making, I shouldn't say without making crazy money. We do great, but I don't have to sit there and sit in front of my computer and walk around with it at every hour of the day. Of course, there's going to be fires that you have to put out. Every business is going to have them. But I don't have to sit in front of a computer or feel guilty when I get up because I know that my team follows good standard operating procedures to have success. And so do I. And when we fail or something goes wrong, we realize that we didn't follow the standard operating procedures. It is wildly important. Step 5. Cross-sell and upsell. If you already have clients, see what else you can offer them. They might be interested in spending more money with you. You'd be so surprised, right? When you go to a restaurant, the best time that a waiter can sell dessert is before dinner gets there. Because you're still hungry. You're like, oh, I'm ready for dinner. Maybe you had an app, right? The waiter can come over and say, hey, we have the best chocolate cake in the area. Not only that, we home make our ice cream. Whatever they got to do, they could sell that thing. And hey, do you want me to put it in now so that way right after dinner you guys have it? If you don't want it, we could take it to go. You could take it to go. They just increased their bill. They upsold the customer to make them more money. Really, really important. We can do that in the MSP world. Do you want to have threat hunting? Be careful with those subscriptions, right? Do you want threat hunting? Do you want data management? Some of you guys don't offer vendor management. Hey, we'll charge you an extra X amount of dollars for vendor management. We'll call vendors on your behalf. These are opportunities to upsell or cross-sell, making you more money. It works tremendously. When you go in there, you're not going to do it on day one, but over time, you can sell customers more stuff. They're probably interested, especially after they get a taste, just like in the restaurant. They already had their appetizers. Hey, you got to try the apple pie. It's out of this world. You know what? Yeah, I'll make sure it comes out right after dinner, piping hot. It does take a little bit of time to get ready. Oh, they're stuffed? Take it to go. And you just sold another dessert. I used to work in the restaurant world. That's why I make so many references. But that's what we used to do. I used to sell more in my restaurants, in every restaurant I've ever worked with, than anybody else. There was me and one other dude, Pete, and we used to sell the most amount of food and drinks to every single person because we upsold like machines, and we'd always make more money than everybody else. It is vitally important to upsell and cross-sell. So, number 6 is you got to focus on client retention. Some of you guys are losing clients. Don't let them fall by the wayside. These are the people that pay you money. Things are going to happen in life. I just got married. My last 2 weeks of my life have been absolutely ludicrous. I'm back in the saddle, right? I took 2 weeks. I shouldn't say I took 2 weeks off. I didn't take any days off for the most part, but people knew that I was getting married. Okay, now it's time to get back in the saddle, go perform and exceed people's expectations. It is wildly important to do that. Make sure you don't lose sight of who your actual clients are. Number 7, increase lead generation. If you are struggling, start writing blogs, start making videos. I know you're uncomfortable with it. I know you don't want to do it, but it is the things that move the needle to bring leads into the business. You have to keep focusing on that. There are times that I don't have time to make a video. Guess what? On the days that I do, I try to make a couple extras so that way I always have something in my back pocket, just like you have to do the exact same thing. Without doing that, you open yourself up to a lot of potential bad opportunities or lack of effort going into it. And it's not that you don't want to, it's just poor planning of your time. You have to keep this in mind as time progresses. You want to make sure that you're putting in the time throughout the day or throughout the week to make it successful. Something I tell my MSP heroes in the membership is from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. is sales time. You can make any sales call you want in that area. From 6 p.m. till 8 a.m., you can work on everything else marketing. That could be SEO, that could be your ads, that could be your funnels, that could be your drip campaigns, lead nurturing, whatever it may be. Those are the hours that you have to divide up. I know it sounds crazy, and I don't expect you to work 24 hours a day. But if it's a daytime, you should be picking up this little device and banging through phone calls and cold calling businesses. At nighttime, you can set up and build out your cold emailing. You can build out your blog posts, things that are going to attract new leads when you're not on the clock working on bringing in new business. Massive little golden nugget for you guys. So that's number 7. Number 8 is get professional advice. That's why I have MSP Heroes, because we have the open office hours. So you guys can come in, ask the questions that you need answers to then progress forward. And if it's not through the paid membership, join the free community. It's MSP Heroes, growth-generators.com/Discord. It's right there. Or visit us online, growth-generators.com. You'll see it under resources, Discord, click that. It'll get you right in. But truly, getting help, getting other eyes on your business is not a bad thing. One of the best things that I ever did was actually hiring my accountant. I pay him a good amount of money every single month. I have no problem admitting that. But his insights on my business have helped it grow tremendously, whether that's setting people up on subscriptions, whether that's billing appropriately. Hey, you're missing out on opportunities here. You need to charge tax on this that I was paying tax out of my own pocket for, different areas that I can make more money in, different areas of opportunities, because he works in a ton of businesses. The money I pay to him gets returned 100+x back and has been a tremendous cornerstone in my business, in growing it with his insights. I would have never, ever gotten that otherwise. And if you've made it all the way to number 9, if you're sitting around for that 17 minutes, I appreciate that out of you guys. I haven't even asked for this, but could you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell? And number 9, oh boy, I hope you're ready for this one. You're buckled in. You got to sell. It sucks. Pick up the phone and start calling. If you are struggling in your business financially, there's only one remedy to this. You could cut all the costs that you want. This is a Dave Ramsey approach, right? Cut all the costs you want and you could still live the life that you have. But who wants that? We didn't go into business for that. You got to get out there and you got to sell. It's just the nature of the beast. I know we're tech people. We love sitting behind a computer. I love sitting behind my 49-inch monitor with my camera, my lights, and my dogs coming up to me. But guess what? If I don't make the content, I don't put in the work, I don't have the discovery calls, I don't have a business. Just like you have to get out there, cold call. I used to do literally millions of dollars in business over the last couple of years for my MSP when I was with them. It is vitally important to get out and sell. Yes, you are going to work hard, but at a certain point, you make enough money to be established, and then you can hire people to take over that leg of the business. I was that person, right? And I took over that side of the business, and I blossomed. It is hard. I worked a lot. Don't get me wrong, but the amount of money that I helped my old MSP generate was tremendous because I focused all of my attention on customer acquisition. I know if you're a solopreneur or you're a small team, it's a little bit harder for sure, but you have to resolve your financial problems by selling more. Make sure it's all appropriately priced and you're not subscribing yourself to death, but you have to get out of your comfort zone. You got to get up behind the desk. You got to either start banging away on phone calls, get these suckers out and start walking around and go door knock. Whatever it is, go to your local chamber of commerce, go to your local tip group, get in front of your target customers, pop in, say hello. There are so many ways. This whole channel is full of ways to sell and make money for your MSP. Go subscribe, but also go out there and truly sell like your soul depends on it, and you will make money. You can't give up. If you're not moving that needle forward, if you're struggling and making money, you gotta go sell. That is the secret sauce. And kind of a step 10 little bonus tip: partner up with other MSPs. There are plenty of MSPs that don't want little fish. And if you're willing to take little fish, sub 5 people in the company, that could easily help you build your business every single month. They're going to talk to people that they don't want to do business with. They might say, hey, give me your first month of it and take the rest of it. Great. You sell them for $500. Yeah, you're going to have to do a month's worth of free work, but you're still going to get a $6,000 or $5,500 a year client out of that company. That's amazing. You get 10 of those and you're making some pretty darn good money. Is it earth-shattering? Absolutely not. But it's better than being broke and not having the ability to go build the business, right? There's plenty of partnerships out there. Call them up. Trust me, some of the bigger ones do not have any interest in dealing with small businesses, and you could be that gap that gets filled. And they can say, hey, we have somebody that we love working with. This is who they are. They're going to take great care of you. You're just not a good fit for us. And then they can transfer over that work to you, and that could build up a tremendous amount of revenue for you over time. A lot of little fish make for a tremendous feast at the end of the day. So I hope you guys found some value in this. If you've made it this far, like, subscribe, notify. Appreciate that out of you guys for always watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.